start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll get this one off to about his 14. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And it's not going to be enough here. A game of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in. He gets intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
The numbers here in the first half, and now time to build on those. This drive begins with first down. Trying to start on the ground. He's got room to the 45. Down the side, inside the 25. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
through the middle for a gain of 4. A gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Keeping it here. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost them about a yard. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this third down. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's plays like that, they right wrong. I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on in the field. Just see it with a tackle. They can battle that screen game on third down.
It's an 8-yard gain, but a great call on fourth down. It keeps this drive moving. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Back to the well again. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Right up the gut. He's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to it. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's fourth down. Giants, then this running back headed back out for a new series. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On first down, they'll run. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they can have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Owen back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Carries here. They're working a couple yards past the line. Making the tackle, Shelby Harris.
Hey, that's a run that's all home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, or it could be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Ross out of the pistol. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away. The Giants returning their offense and this running back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Wilson out of the pistol. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down. There was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty. We move on to second.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders are all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
You could keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
3rd and long for him here. Searches from the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Giants, then this running back headed back out for a new series. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through. this defense. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Plowing up the middle. They bought him a little room. Run good for 6 on second down. Not in the time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Another carry for it. He's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They kick him behind the line on third down. Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Now to the running back. And they're able to drive him to a halt after a pickup of 4. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage. Giants trying to get set quickly here. First down, and they go right back to it. Oh, what a stiff arm! And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Going to the ground again on first. That played good for looks like about 6. Second down upcoming. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. The shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. They'll try and punch it in. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. The wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. There's a give, left side. He hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
In the game to start the drive. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And that one's going to be thrown down the backfield. Great defensive. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. On the play fake, here's Dart. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbor, the intended receiver. And it's good. The Giants offense now, they get set to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive. As they'll begin here with first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain. Niners.
Trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Hand off here, up the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
First down, Giants.
Now Gibbs on the ground, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Here's a toss as they look to run. Oh, yeah. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard jump play, one after another.
Now a run on 1st down, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down. They'll stay on the ground, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll turn and hand this one off, and he nearly got 3. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
Short yard situation, they're going to toss this inside and just see if he can win the race to the corner. The pursuit defensively actually wasn't bad. He knew exactly where he needed to get to, and he's able to get to that 1st down marker and clear up a fresh set of downs.
He finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now it is up the middle, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's done. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown, number 9 for the year.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have...
defense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets. Confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, middle of their teammates. Let's watch his first couple of throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
And that's good yardage for the new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. They give it to him again. It's ahead, has about 5 yards. Andrew Cooper there to make the stop. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
3rd down now, here's Dart. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Giants and their running back about to get back to work. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Plowing up the middle. He'll pull his way in for a 4-yard pickup. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the wall again. Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's a toss running left. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You don't have great success on 1st down, Kate. It's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd.
Giants returning their offense and is running back to the field. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. On 1st down, here's Dart. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down, or chances to make up for it.
Back-to-back carries here. Slide forward, pulls it after a couple of yards. Brought down by Quay Walker. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back for the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. And now to the running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, he just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
here on second. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. So we're through 3 here. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Going back, it's the handoff. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Well, we talked about this before, Brock. The thinking simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you can feel it everywhere from it. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Now try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll try it left side. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. Giants, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that's certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's the handoff. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. The handoff on 3rd and short. Oh, they're on it quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. They'll run for this. He has the Giants' 1st down. It's indeed a Jaguar partner that locks up this victory.
1st down.
They'll run the counter. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send it right in the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
Yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They give it to him again. With no luck, he tried, he was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. So the Giants come away with the win. And a lackluster day offensively, thankfully overshadowed by a top-notch defensive effort to get the win in a shutout.
defense about set to go to work. And the focal point of the offense, as it's been all year, is this man at running back. Boy, he's been great. As his strong season continues, last week's performance putting him over 1,000 yards now for the year.
And what do you think he's saying?
Feed me.
Exactly. More yardage, because he's definitely not going to be satisfied with what he's accomplished thus far.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He's going to walk one deep left side here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Joseph. And the Lions will take over here as they get it out to the 33. The Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays, try and go to those spots, and get your offense moving.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing his dart. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing, dart. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That's going to... Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL. A team can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keep it with the line.
Here comes 2nd down. Again, here's Dart. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
false start here. 3rd and inches. Dart. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now Dart. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out there.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Well, the trend continues here at 4th, like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Tackled by Jack.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st down, New York.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a...
took over an entire quarter for him to finally get on the field. Does get to get out there with a chance to give his team an immediate lead. You almost expect the Kate for him to do that. But how much time he's out on the sideline to prepare? This guy's focused for their chance. It's finally arrived.
Across the 45 and still going. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Giants and their running back about to get back to work. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up. Maybe more importantly, sharpen it.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They'll run here on first down. Can do it on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. Another carry for him. Hop on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. Let's see what they went with on third down. often does this time of year. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
On first down, they'll run. Works it past the 20. Hits the 40. 30. Into the red zone. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants try to lengthen the field and take a 6-0 lead. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Giants and their running back about to get back to work. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Hammering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin his drive. One kicks up 6, and that means it's 2nd and 4. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back to the well again. Along the sideline past midfield. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for... The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Give now to the running back. They blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Toss headed left. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Toss play, short side. It's on the turn, ball's out, he lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up. They'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't.
Giants returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're headed out now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
So I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, take every second off and hunt that ball. Not now.
Space on the right, he's got room. They're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, start with 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. There's a deal, left side. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big run late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance over.
So the Giants come away with the win. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals.
quarterback.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 15-yard line. There are 3 tight ends here. First and 7. On the toss, they'll run. Up the sideline. Past the 30. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And he is gone. 83 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now a toss play, running left. And a much more positive run here. That one's good for 10. But it's still going to leave him with a third down coming up. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. First down and more. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, New. Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And this will be a Giants first down as he gets this up to the 42. So it's a win for Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They put together a complete football game.